Right, moving on. Question number 2 comes in here from Iain. Hi there, Iain. Thank you for your question and for being part of the amazing WiggyWam community. So Ian's question is, what are your thoughts on the latest RM, I presume that's Rightmove, price hikes? I'm absolutely my wits end, having dealt with all the challenges of the last few years and the cost of living crisis, which has impacted everyone in our office, and having to help people out financially. For RM to hike their fees by nearly 20% this year doesn't sit well with me, but I honestly feel tied into using them. Is there any way I can detach them from my business? Okay, Ian, well, thanks for the question. And you have my full empathy, let's put it that way. I won't say sympathy, but you do have my full empathy in this situation, because I am seeing traditionally, as we do every year about this time of the year, similar kind of complaints on social media and questions of that nature, saying, this has happened, this has impacted my business again. I feel like they're draining more money out of my bank account, etc., etc. But then all this hullabaloo dies down, and agents actually don't make any changes. And to me, it's a real mystery as to why more agents aren't thinking like you, Ian, and why they're not actually saying, do you know what? If I look at my customer experience, I am the customer who's paying for it. I'm giving my priceless content to them to display on their site every single month. So actually, they probably need me a bit more than I need them. And if I'm truthful with myself, I need to look at the quality of the leads that I'm actually getting from them and how much that actually converts to business. Now, I forget whether I think it's either volume 1 or volume 2 of Estate Agent Secrets, but in here I actually walk agents through the exercise of looking at the quality of the leads that you're getting from the portals, okay, and whether or not they are delivering value for money. Because I would suggest, with respect, without knowing all of the leads that are coming in and all the rest of it in your particular business, but I would suspect that you're probably dealing with 20 or 30 inquiries that lead to nothing for every one that does, if not more. Okay, and I forget the statistics that Christopher Watkin quoted when he talked about this previously, but it's something like 80 to 90% of all inquiries are buyers, or would-be buyers, should we say, looking at what he calls property porn. Okay, which is people just looking at houses that they can't afford, but they look nice and they just think, oh yeah, this is great. But that counts as a hit on your properties that you're paying for, because all of that's tracked by the software in the back end there. So to come full circle to your question here, Ian, look, you guys as agents, and I say this with a whole lot of love and respect, having been there in the position when Rightmove first started and other portals, and to promote that portal, agents put the stickers in the window, they put the name all over the sales details, and they sent a huge amount of traffic week in, week out, year in, year out, decade in, decade out, to that one site. Okay, and you can phone 2 or 3 of your competitors right now anonymously, and they'll tell you, you'll describe what you're looking for, and they will more than likely say to you, oh, always keep an eye on this particular portal, because that's where we post all of our properties. And I'm sitting here going, well, you're just reinforcing the chains that bind you to that particular business, right? You're not happy with the customer experience. You're not happy with the continual price rises. You don't feel it's good value for money. What I'm interpreting from your question here, and you're also suggesting to me that actually, you feel like you're being kicked when you're down, because the world is changing. You're getting all these extra costs in your business, and now for a trusted business to then do this to you feels like they're kicking you when you're down, right? And so you have a choice as to whether or not you choose to employ that product or service in your business. And if you're not exploring alternatives, then again, all you're doing is strengthening the chains that bind you to that business. And what I am seeing, to give you hope, Ian, is that there are many, 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 many agents online, on the social media forums and platforms and all the rest of it, that are saying that they have cut ties, they have moved on, and it has made not a jot of difference to their business. Okay, and there's two aspects to this. One is the mental dilemma that agents have in this. They have this firmly rooted belief that if we're not on this platform, we're going to go out of business. We're going to be slaughtered. And I think that's probably not true for the vast majority of agents. And the second point is that agents say, well, we're being dictated to by our clients that say, if we're not honest, then we're not going to get that instruction. And, I have to push back on that, Ian, and say, who's the expert in selling properties here? Is it the homeowner that sat in the same house for 20 years and never moved? Or is it the person that deals with property sales day in, day out and has spent their entire life or career in estate agency? You wouldn't go to the doctor and sit there and the doctor says, oh, well, actually, I think you need to go for physiotherapy. And you say to the doctor, you're dead wrong. You're absolutely dead wrong there. What I need is this. Why go to the bloody doctor in the first place? Do you know what I mean? They're coming to you as the expert to help them and guide them through the entire moving minefield and find the right buyer at the right price for their property. Okay, and I think the bigger question comes down to, what is the belief that you have in yourself as the best estate agent in your area to achieve the best price for your clients' properties. Okay, and I think if we start the conversation from that point and we actually go back to basics and look at the values that we embody as a business, as an estate agent, and go, actually, what do we want to deliver? Do we want to do the stack 'em high, sell 'em cheap option, which has been proven catastrophically not to work in the industry? Okay, and if that was true, that you'd lose instructions because you're not on that particular platform, well, why has one of the biggest estate agents in the country gone bust as a result of following that strategy? I don't know, something to think about there, right? But go back to basics and look at what you stand for as an agent. Do you want to deliver the very best client experience in selling people's homes? Do you want to get the very best price that you can for people's homes when they come to sell? Do you want to provide the very best hand-holding experience of guiding them through the moving minefield and getting them to where they need to be at the end of it? Okay, if you're sort of answering yes to those questions, then surely it's time to sit down and go, do you know what? Actually, is this approach to our business, is this strategy delivering the results that we want to deliver to our clients? Or are we going to actually become professional estate agents, take a step back, okay, have pride in our business, have pride in ourselves to do a great job for our clients, and we're actually going to take things forward in a new way, which is actually to deliver the customer excellence and the service that that you can deliver, and you're not going to be dictated to as to where you go to deliver that customer experience. Okay, and I'm not here to pitch WiggyWam to you, Ian, but I would suggest, if you haven't done it already, and I don't think you have, but book a demo with me and let me walk you through how WiggyWam is changing the game of the house buying and selling process, but also how estate agents go about promoting themselves to their clients. Because I think we've got a fairly good eye on the future as to where things are going and what clients are looking for, what they're going to be demanding in the future. And quite frankly, a lot of the service offerings out there, as far as the technology goes, are completely out of touch with that. So if you want to be ahead of the curve, Ian, book in a demo with WiggyWam, go to wiggywam.co.uk, click on the book demo button, and let's have a conversation, because I think it'll absolutely floor you. If you're anything like the demos that I've done over the course of the last couple of weeks with people, you're going to sit there and go, wow, I didn't realize there was all of this going on. And most people don't, which is why we need the help and support from people like you, Ian, in getting the word out and getting support for what we're doing to try and help and bolster agents' businesses in these challenging times. So I hope that helps, Ian. A lot to unpack in that question. If you want to go back and watch this video a couple of times, I think there's you're going to get some fairly good nuggets, if you like, of knowledge and information that you can apply to your business. If you need any help on this, I would suggest you reach out to people like Chris Arnold, James Cocker, and also Michelle Smith, who are in the industry right now, who are all about agents become the very best that they can be, all about embodying the story that only you can tell, and all about promoting yourselves in a way that doesn't tie yourself to a behemoth in the industry, if I can put it that way. All right, Ian, so wishing the best of luck with that. If we can do anything else to help you, let me know. But failing that, we'll move on to question number 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that brings the end of today's webinar to an end. Thank you so much indeed for joining me. As always, I've really enjoyed doing these webinars every single week. We're here to support you as much as possible. I know times are testing. I know times are challenging. If you are struggling in your business right now and you don't know who to talk to, respectfully, I'm going to suggest that you reach out to me and let me give you the benefit of some experience. Let me show you how we can support you in a way that's either cost neutral or actually produce a profit in your business by working alongside WiggyWam. We're here, to, as I say, to help and support. I'll do as much as I possibly can, as I have been doing for the agents that have come on board and solicitors that have been working with us recently. You'd be amazed at what we're actually giving away to help and support them in their business. So please do reach out to us. You can do that via our website, which is wiggywam.co.uk. There's a book demo button. Click that, book yourself in an appointment at a time that's convenient for you. We'll then have a chat and I'll show you exactly what's going on. I don't do the whole high pressure sales nonsense because I've experienced too much of that in the past, and I've done too much of that in the past, if I'm honest. It'll just be a straightforward chat. You tell me what you're struggling with. I'll guide you through what I think the solutions are. I'll show you how we can help you, or I will guide you to the right people if I think I can't help you, which I think is invaluable in today's market, if I do say so myself. And if we can work together, if we can genuinely help and support you, then we'll welcome you on board in a way that I think will be very different to other experiences that you've had in the industry so far. So that's my offer to you. Free guidance and advice and support, and a nice little chat, along with what I think will be a very different kind of working relationship than you're used to in the marketplace. All right. So if you want to reach out to me, say go to the website, wiggywam.co.uk. You can book a demo on that website there, or you can send us a question through to our email address, which is happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. That's happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. Or you can go to our Twitter handle, which is at WiggyWam_UK. So that's at WiggyWam_UK. And you can tweet us there or send us a message via Twitter, and we'll be delighted to answer your questions in the future. All right, so that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much indeed for joining me. I look forward to welcoming you on another webinar in the future very soon. You take care. God bless. Bye-bye.